I do not believe in the equality of men and women. But a man and a woman can never be equal. I have roles that I can perform better. I have things I can do better because I am a man. You can't compete with me in a physical fight.
On today's episode, we are coming with an interesting topic, a topic that is quite challenging due to the lack of understanding most people have about that topic. And on today's episode, I'm your host, Ugogbo Ibo. And of course, I would like to introduce my co-host, Tisa Ngwano. Do us the honor.
Okay. All right. My name is Tisa, and I'm happy to be with you here today. All right.
Okay. Ogugo.
Is there anything else?
Okay, you don't have any other thing to say. All right, moving forward, I would also like to introduce our guest for today's episode. Please, our guest, would you do us the honor?
Thank you very much.
All right.
My name is author Chisomo Obuzo.
Okay.
I'm a data analyst, content writer, and copywriter. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
No, it was basically the topic that,
Oh,
captured
really?
my
Let's
fascination.
not
So,
go
yeah,
there.
let's dig right into it.
Okay, no problem. So, on today's episode, our topic is actually why do men feel attacked at the mention of the word feminism? I would like to know, do you support feminism?
Well, let me state it blankly and, as objectively as I can. I do not see myself as a feminist.
Why? Like, I want to understand why do Nigerian men, just like you said now, why do Nigerian men always feel attacked? Why do you yourself
I never
feel
said
attacked?
I feel attacked, though.
Oh, are you serious?
See,
Okay, but then you're representing our men now, Nigerian men as a whole. So I would like to know, why do Nigerian men feel attacked anytime they hear the word feminism?
I wish I could represent Nigerian men, but I am just one person.
All right.
So I can only, speak from my perspective.
All right, give us your own
Speak from-
perspective.
Because, let us be honest,
Okay.
we still have men that are holding on to, traditional ways of doing things. They are still the conventional ones. Then they are the unorthodox and the, progressive ones. I do consider myself a mixture of both. Yeah, but my issue with the word feminism is what it is in the modern era, the modern day Nigeria.
Okay.
What women that claim to be feminists practice is subjective feminism and misandry.
Will you actually say it's being practiced by the voices that we hear, by the feminists we hear?
Yeah, even the ones that do not make noise on social media, what they do practice is misandry most of the time. I'm sure, let me go into what I mean by misandry is
Okay.
the hatred of men, basically.
Okay, but then, I'm sorry for cutting you
No
short.
problem.
Do you yourself actually know the meaning of feminism?
Yes. Anytime I find myself in a situation to engage in that conversation with any lady that claims to be a feminist, I first of all try to gauge what she actually knows. How many books has she read on feminism? You can't just claim, I support this, and you do not know anything about it. That is what is basically happening. You see a lot of girls throwing words around like misogyny, chauvinist, feminism, this and that. They do not know the meaning of these words. They do not. They do not know. I've been opportune to ask some of them the meanings of the words. They do not know. So in the middle of a conversation, it's because these are trending words that everybody is using these days. It's the trend, it's hype. It's the norm now to call a guy that does not agree with your own point of view or your way of doing it. You call him a chauvinist. You say he's not, you call him a woman hater. You can even go to the essence of insinuating that the guy might have cockroaches in his cupboard, he might have skeletons in his cupboard, whatever, like he might be a rapist or a pervert or whatever. Insinuating. So like I said, what most do practice is selective feminism and misandry. When I say selective feminism, I mean it's when it benefits them, when they have something to gain, they are feminists. But when you then claiming responsibility, you can't say you want equality. Now when we are sharing equality, we are sharing the benefits and the responsibilities. You can't only take the benefits and leave the responsibilities. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. You want equality. Most women do not know how feminism started. They cannot tell you the history of what they claim to be. You say you're a feminist, then I ask you, okay, how did it come about? You can't tell me. Most of them can't. They don't know it started in the early 90s, 19th century.
Okay.
They don't know. They don't know that the first steps that women were pushing, women started pushing for suffrage, their right to vote, their right to own property. This is where it started. Now, you are pushing for this. You cannot come out and you are attacking somebody. You are saying you're a man hater, you are attacking a particular gender, and then you still want, for them to hear what you have to say, to hear you out.
I will hold you on this word. I won't say it's attack. Already, I do feel that, okay, like you said, some men still hold on to traditional values and all of that. And I do see it as a stereotype. Like, traditional values in the sense that they feel that as a man, you are expected to be the only one that should be accorded a lot of respect, this, that. And then as a woman, you should not be the one that should be observed, should be submissive one, and then doing some of the domestic things. But then I do see this as a stereotype, because now when someone said that he or she is a feminist, I do believe that he or she is fighting for one thing, which is equality, right?
Yes.
And then when you as a lady is observing this equality of a thing, I do feel that, okay, let's now bring it down to our place of work now, where we have women that work like that work, where we have women doing some kind of job a man should do, and then you now see some one man, or rather the manager or whatever, now talking down on a woman, which is bad. And I see that, at least for a woman to, let me say, put in the effort to take the role of a man, I do feel that it shouldn't be seen as an attack or a competition, because most men now see it as a competition, which is bad. For me, this whole traditional value of a thing, or a woman should not do this or do that, I do feel that if a woman is actually if a woman actually take up a role or take up something in a workplace or around, I do feel that it helps to reduce the workload on a man. That's my own perspective when it comes to feminism.
Well, personally, I feel you give who is best suited to the job.
So are you trying to say that most women are not suited?
No, I didn't mention anything gender.
Okay.
If this role, I believe that, yes, I throw it open. The guys and the women, they compete. The best person gets the job. That is the way it should be, regardless of gender. But then again, the reason why I do not consider myself a feminist is because I do not believe in the equality of men and women.
Why?
Now, this is where most people always get this thing wrong. When you say equality, you're basically talking about benefits, responsibilities, everything. Like
Respect,
a man,
you're forgetting now.
yeah, but a man and a woman can never be equal. Physiologically, we are not. Physically, we are not. Psychologically, we are not. I have roles that I can perform better. I have things I can do better because I am a man, and there are things you cannot. You can't compete with me in a physical fight.
So are you
If
trying?
there are the exception of ladies that can fight, yeah, but in a physical fight, the man is stronger.
Okay, well, let me just chip in something. Like, just like he said, I strongly believe that these people that say they are feminists, and in fact, let me just take it down the lane now. A lot of women, they will come up to tell you that the reason why women can now own property, can now contest, can now do this, do that is because of feminism. For me, I said that it's a lie. If you ask me, what actually happened is simply what we call civilization. It's just these things are like, let's say it's more like natural. Wait, calm down, don't rush me. We are not arguing. Listen to me. So
Continue.
like what I just see, this thing is just natural as we live life, as we go. There are some things that we can just natural. We just have to remove them because it is no longer sitting the kind of knowledge we have, the way we feel, the way we see life, and all those things. So even all those people saying that women can, they are just talking nonsense. As a matter of fact, quote me, what these feminists should be fighting about is what I call equity, not equality.
Yeah,
You can calm down.
And that's actually what women are fighting for.
It is a lie.
No, because
Wait,
I can say for a fact that,
calm
okay,
down now.
I'm calm.
Calm
Continue,
down.
but I will
You see
tackle
this thing
you.
called You can.
This up to a debate or an
Let me.
argument.
Now
You,
tackle it
wait,
a
calm down. You
little bit.
cannot. Even men are not equal. These things are, I don't,
Yes.
men are not equal. Men are not
Why do you
equal.
say so?
There are
Among
like
ourselves,
man
we have
pass
hierarchies.
man pass man.
We know.
Okay.
Man pass man. What is she talking about is equity. Now look at my problem.
Okay.
Let me give you an instance. I can never forget this. In the last presidential election,
Okay.
the All Progressive Congress APC, they sold their presidential tickets 100 million each,
Are you serious?
and then they said women 50 million. That is, men will buy the tickets. If you want to vie for president, men will buy this ticket 100 million. Women will buy this ticket 50 million. You know that nobody spoke against it. Nobody said, no, we are feminists. If men should buy it 100 million, we should buy it 100 million.
That is the
Did
equity
anybody
you're
talk
talking
about
about.
it? No. But once, just make mistake and say, okay, women will buy it 100 million, let men buy 50 million. I swear the internet will be on fire. So, but, well, I don't really want to, begin to argue that, but to my guests, I just have this question for you. Because even me, as I am a
Before the
man.
question, let me expatiate on what he was talking about, the equity.
Okay.
Because that is basically what influences my belief. And that is why I'm not a feminist. I do not. Now, equity is, let me use an example. You bring out a bicycle. Now, for example, you see a child of 6 years, 8 years, you see kids of, 10, 11, 12 or whatever. And then you print a particular bicycle and you give it to all of them to ride. The one that is 6 years old, if the bicycle is big, normally like for an adult, the one that is 6 cannot ride that bicycle. It is not going to look nice. You'll basically end up enjoying himself, whatever. The one that is 12 will be very much comfortable. This is you doing equality. I'm giving the same thing to everybody across board. Now, equity will tell you, the one that is 6 years old, give him a bicycle of his age. The one that is 12, give him a bicycle of his age. The one that is 18, give him a bicycle of his age. He will be comfortable with it.
So the one that is due for the woman, give it to the woman and don't come and start telling me
Now this is
man,
where
what a man
I
can
say
do.
that there is nothing that it's due. This is where people always do it to get it wrong. Okay, there is the construction work, the construction industry. Now I own a company. Is it because I want to do equality? I'm going to employ 50 men and 50 women
to come and
in the
start
construction
carrying
work.
block. No, now.
Would you come to carry a block in my company? You would not.
Well, I think at this point, this whole equity of a thing, you people are actually misunderstanding it too. Okay, let's now say for a fact that okay, a man has his own role to play, and as a woman, you also have your own role to play in. Let's now use an industry now. That particular right, because now one thing I've observed is that okay, that one now that they say okay, as a woman, this is your own right. I've actually seen a situation where the woman now in a particular company, I wouldn't want to call the name, but in a particular company now, a woman was denied of her own rights that the company themselves said is her own right because of what to them she is not due to collect the right. So do you think
softness in that situation? What I ascribe to is equal opportunity. Equal, if it's a work that basically a man or a woman can do it, leave the traditional world like being the CEO, but your gender isn't helping matters. You people over the past 100 years or 200 years, you people have been gravitating to the same line of work. You do not see women coming into the construction industry. You do not see women coming in to be sewage cleaners.
What are you saying? I've actually seen my gender like a woman working in a construction site too.
These are realities. They are core realities. I cannot use outliers to build my whole model. If 90% of the industry is made up of men and we are throwing it open, we are not opposing people coming into it. Okay. Why are people running away from that jobs?
Nobody is running. I just said that. You said something about you've not seen a woman working in a sewage stuff. And
I say like it's rare. Like
I've actually seen. Like I've actually seen.
Okay, when be honest, don't lie.
No, I'm being honest.
Calm down. I want to ask you something. Continue. I didn't say you are lying.
Continue.
When you saw the woman in the construction site, be honest.
Okay.
how did you feel? Like, what was the first thing that just came to your mind the instant you saw the woman working the construction site?
Well, honestly, I feel that why people are working is
No, I'm not asking you why people are
I'm
working.
not being
Wait,
no,
calm
you know,
down.
calm down.
This is a
I'm
simple.
telling you my
Immediately
own.
you saw the woman. boom.
I'm giving
What
you.
was her first reaction?
She's actually working for her money. She's working to gain
You
money.
did not feel anything.
No.
You didn't. You are not like I know why I run even
No, I didn't say anything. That is my honest reply. This was my honest. The first thing that actually came to my mind. So,
Well, the
Tisa,
thing is, in your industries that women dominate, you do not see us crying foul. In the fashion industry, women are paid more. In the porn industry, women are paid more than men.
oh my god,
They are paid
are
more
we
than-
going to gravitate to that side?
They're all industries.
Oh, these are industries. These are where people make ends meet. Only fans. It's not as if men are not working there, but you always see women earning 80 million, 40 million, or whatever in the OF industry.
Okay.
We don't see us. You don't see men agitating for equal pay, because you know the idea is get paid what you earn. You are paid what you work for, what you earn, what you deserve to be paid because of your results. You cannot come into my industry and in my company and tell me I should be paying everybody the same amount. I should be paying women the same amount I pay. If the woman is not being productive, she's going to be earning what she's going to be earning, and if the man is bringing more results, he's going to earn this. That has nothing to do with gender bias
in your
or
own terms now, you
inequalities.
feel that as a whether be you a man or a woman, you should be paid according to your effort
Your
in
effort.
an industry.
So you shouldn't, because
Which
you are a
is-
woman, you want me to pay you this.
well,
or treat you
that's
the same
why I
way
said
treat men. I won't.
that's where this equity of a thing comes in now, because now you said something about a man being rewarded or rather a woman being rewarded according to his or her effort, but I still feel that till now, because you said something about civilization, till now most women are still derived of their own reward regardless of their efforts.
There are men who also derive of their own rights. It's there everywhere. You understand? So just let's not.
Civilization will continue advancing. There was a time people couldn't vote, basically. There was a time you
Okay,
couldn't own
and-
properties.
Okay.
There was a time if you were divorced, you would leave your house, your husband's house without anything. Even the one where he give you go collect them first. Just they go.
But now,
Okay, so
now
So
you go. Now you
now they
you
can-
even divorce and they'll just slash the man's property to carry what gives you.
And these laws were not made by women. These laws were made by men. This is where modern day feminists get it wrong. You have to learn how to lobby, how to interact. You cannot keep attacking, doing gender wars, attacking a particular gender. You can't do the feminism fight alone. The women that got the suffrage, the rights for women to vote, the rights for women to own properties, they liaised with men. Those laws were not just done because people were carrying placards and protesting.
Well-
men were in the parliament and they brought the laws to fruition. Not women.
I understand. I will agree.
That is where
I will agree a little bit with Tina, because I can say for a fact that, like you said, modern day feminists, most of them are getting it wrong now. Because I have also noticed that most of them that don't really understand what feminism is all about go ahead promoting all these men hating and all of
And
that.
they're influencing the coming generation. I saw a book the other day,
But
How
then-
to Destroy a Man.
But
You know, like,
are you serious?
How to Destroy a Man. Basically, the book is teaching women. It's a step-by-step guideline on how you come up with fake rape accusations against a man and then you destroy him.
But then
Basically, you get him sacked from his job. And he's basically unemployable.
are you sure it's not all this like AI?
This was
No,
written by a
no,
feminist. This is not
I know
AI.
the
This is
book.
written by a feminist. It was written by a feminist, a PhD holder, for crying out loud.
Are you serious?
And now, I went and I checked the sales, the book made massive sales. So basically, you know the thing about this false rape accusation. You know, I was having a conversation with a lady the other day. She was asking me, according to statistics, a man, as a guy, you have a higher chance of being raped. Like you have 200 times more chance of being raped than falling.
Sorry,
by
who's
being,
telling you this?
a lady. She was showing me the video. I was saying the stats. Than
Okay.
for you to, be falsely accused of rape, 200 times. Like
The
so.
chances are high.
Yeah, it's high, but then we fear rape accusations. If I'm raped by a male or female or whatever, I'm going to die. I might basically die with that information. I will die with it.
So in
Take it to my grave. But then when it is about rape accusation, the one that happened the other day where the wife accused him of sleeping with his two
Okay.
kids, or you saw how it went, how it trended, how it went viral. Now the man's image is still not going to be clean up to the next 10 to 5 years or whatever. Like
What
Posterity
has
will
happened
the
now?
way it went, the way the story went. Now, even though they've been reposting and whatever, trying to clear the man's name, there are people that are still out there with the knowledge that this guy is a rapist, that he raped his 2 kids. That is no, that is the info they got.
Okay.
They didn't get the one that cleared him of all allegations. They didn't get that. So you see how much we fear, because we have a lot to suffer when this happens. Your image is gone, basically. Your relationships, your business partners, your relationship with your partner, your friends, your basically everyone will basically cut you off
Okay.
because of a false rape accusation. Now, we fear that more than being raped, actually. I can basically speak for most men in this regard. We fear that. We actually do fear it. Now, imagine teaching women, and you go to Twitter, you see a lot of, you see women that men, you should, that gay women should learn, teaching other fellow women to learn how to accuse men of rape.
You know,
Now,
actually, I once asked somebody if this feminism of a thing, if it's actually like happens in real life or it's just a social media noise. And some people were like, there are women who are like that. And I begin to wonder because just like I said earlier, that a lot of people ascribe, the things that women enjoy now to feminism as a push, which I told you basically that I don't even agree. I just believe that this thing happened as a result of civilization.
just
Shut
like the
up.
killing of twins too.
That's just
It
like
fades with
it
time.
just as time they go, as people they learn some kind things. They will just they just bash it. Because I could remember there were times that if I see you on the road and you're beautiful and I want to marry you, I have no business with you. I don't even need to come and start discussing with you, telling you, baby, I love you,
The
I don't
following day,
love
you
you.
see me in your
I would
house
the
now.
following day, yeah, I'm already in
I'm
your I'm
talking to
already in
your
your
father
father's house, talking to your father,
with my tubers of yam, with my
say
palm
I
wine.
love your daughter. I want to marry your
The way we
daughter.
use the way men use love them, but I
You-
don't believe. Every time I saw a flower,
They will
I saw
just
something.
they will
I
just
saw
say,
an
I
apple,
saw
an
I saw a
orange.
flower in your house
I saw a she
and I'm here
goat.
to pluck it.
I saw a she goat. I
This
came to this is
this how the thing
Sorry, don't. Which one is you? Sorry,
yes,
she
they use
goat.
they,
They
do
use
not-
No,
it.
even
They
if,
use
even
it.
no, even if they don't read
Goats we
that,
are priced then.
Calm
We are
down,
very
calm
much
down.
value.
And
Leave
please
we are
us.
not arguing. Calm
go
down.
there.
Goats we
So
are highly priced then. I don't know what
so
you're talking
go,
about now. Then
then
we
you
are value.
do you know what is good then? So I even
Like,
now,
so
sef,
so you feel,
wait, now
so
we
you
are
feel,
calm down,
you feel
calm
a
down.
woman should
Calm
be,
down, we are in
should
Oka. We are in Oka. So maybe later in the evening you can
Okay.
go price something like chicken pepper soup and price goat pepper soup. You see that goat my value, you
Okay,
understand?
you are saying
But
something.
but now when you see men now, like nobody actually made it a law now that maybe if I see who I like, I should go to the girl. Nobody made it a law. It's just like as we are living, as we are just living life, things are just
Every day
coming out.
learning new
Where we
things.
say right now, once you see a girl that you like, the first thing you do is now to go to the girl. Start to make advances to the girl for the girl to fall in love. So that's why I do not actually believe that all these things that are happening now is because of feminist movement.
It was because men allowed it to happen. We wanted it to happen. If
This
the women then they lobbied. You are not in parliament. You can't vote. How are you in parliament? The House of Lords and the House of Commons in the UK, we are made up of mostly men, no women.
And
Even
no, see,
wait,
see,
even
Who made
calm
the
down,
laws?
calm down,
Who
calm
made
down.
the laws for
see,
you
Calm
to
down.
vote?
I was
feminism
heading
of it,
somewhere.
you know, it's actually a movement.
Wait, I was
Yes, I
heading
do know it's a
somewhere.
And then
movement.
calm down. I don't feel that this feminist movement it's also played a role, because I believe that the fact that okay, these women now, let me say, as time goes on, as people like we're growing, civilizing, and all of that, I don't feel that for a fact this feminism of a thing, the movement on its own played a role for those of them
No,
over
it played
there.
the role. It
Because
created
now you're trying to
awareness.
say
It
that
created awareness.
feminism didn't
It
play
created
a
no,
role
I'm not saying
in all
that.
this.
It created awareness. It had that
Whether-
that was what it did.
Exactly.
But then the laws were done by men. That
Whether-
women can share properties 50-50 or whatever with the man after. It was men that passed that law.
Whether you
Yes, not
Because
women.
feminism came into
Wait,
place.
wait.
Because the movement came
now
into
okay
place
now
for
okay
me.
okay wait. So are you now wait I want to understand. You say because feminism. So you are trying to let me understand
Okay.
that it is a good thing
Okay.
that if I divorce if I divorce you, or if you divorce me, that I should share my property into two and give you. You believe that is a good
No.
thing? When I walked,
Of course.
when I
Of
walked,
course.
wait,
See,
calm down,
I
calm
believe
down.
that for a woman,
Wait.
for me now as a lady to come out now and say, I no longer want to.
And I will
want
share
to
my
marry-
property and give you.
I have your children. I have children to take care of. And
You
of course
have-
you should give me
You
your,
have
your
my
half of your-
children, Abby. We have children.
The fact that, because no, see, you know where you're getting it all wrong now is the fact that after this divorcing of a thing happens, not all men actually wants to take up that responsibility to take care of those
So what if
children.
the man wants to take it
Now, calm
So
down.
what if the man wants to take
Now,
it?
calm down. That is wait. Now, calm down. If your problem is taking care of the child, I think that's what we call child support. Why should the property be divided into two? Why not me? The same way I was providing for those children. You go your way. I will provide. I will pay the house rent they are
Well,
living.
I have
I will
a
pay
life
their
to live,
school
so I do
fees.
feel that
I
I'm
will.
entitled to your-
So what?
to
You're not
your-
in. You're not
your
in all these
property.
things. That's why I said.
Someone once
That's
said
why we
now-
always say that all this feminism of a thing. You people will always take it to the part that favors you. And listen,
like I said,
listen to me.
Get
Listen
it
to me.
right.
It is a very big problem, and that is why I want to ask you, my guest.
Okay.
Now, do you think that Nigerian men react negatively because I'm among those who
You are
react?
already.
No. Once you come near me, let me tell you, I graduated in a department.
Okay.
In my department,
Sorry,
in my
what's
class,
department?
English language and literature.
Okay.
In my class alone, we are 155. Out of the 155, we only have 31 men. I be boys. Okay, we boys. Whatever be the case,
You shall not say na male.
no, only just 31. The rest, we are women. Now, if you come to the department as a whole,
Okay.
like from 100 level
to the
to final year, you see that females there make up more than, I'm sure, more than 80% of the entire population. But do you know that in this particular department at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, from the day that department entered that place till now, we have never had a female president. Never for once.
And so why?
Whereas you know that when it comes to the voting, it is the women that we basically the decision is in them.
So I want to ask, why do you think things go that way?
Wait, calm down. I'm coming. Because I'm going to a place now. So that's what I want to ask my guest. So why do you think that Nigerian men like me
Okay.
and other men like me,
Okay.
men, the real
Small
men, why do we react negatively to feminism? Is it because of the way that these women present it now, especially on
Okay.
social media, or is it because that we men do not understand women? You understand?
Okay.
Like, is it that we don't understand feminism, or
On
that
this
it's simply
point.
because we don't like the way women push feminism? You understand?
I understand where you're coming. Personally, I actually do. I love it as a movement. You know the things that happen with movements. They start up, they are fun, they are wonderful, good ideas and whatever. At a particular point in time, it gets to its peak and then it starts to decline. That is basically what is happening to feminism now. It's the way the modern women are presenting it. I've read so many books about feminists of old. These were the ones that understood women, the female ideals, the feminine, but they had femininity, not what we have now. Basically, when if you want to present, you're presenting a case to somebody. You want somebody to support you in this. You don't go and start attacking the person's persona. You want what the movement has always been about is you trying to create awareness, to speak to men so that men understand what people are going through and then support and actually make moves. That is what happened with the voting. That is what happened with the property rights. Even the divorce that now favors women.
Why do you think divorce favors women?
It's
Because
not
men are-
about what we think. It is clear that the statistics
It's
are
not
there.
clear.
The statistics are there.
I
Okay,
read
for a
somewhere that
fact
men are basically in love, they're married, and women are in business.
No, don't say that, because I do see marriage as something that women like. Okay, I know that. Okay, some marriage, yes, there are some men who actually enters that marriage for love, but then there are actually some men who actually enter marriage. Okay, let me just marry and have my
Should I
own
present
kids.
an interesting statistic?
Okay.
Now, in America, before the divorce laws started giving women ownership of the property, like if you divorce a man, you guys only have one house. You are leaving the house as a man for her, and then she gets 50% of your wealth or whatever. Now, before that happened, the rate of divorce was quite minute. It skyrocketed immediately. Women saw that yes, once we divorce, we live with properties. Marriage is now barely. Somebody will tell you that she's been through 6 divorces and she's living a wonderful house in a beach house, sipping, going to parties, enjoying, living the best of her life. 6 divorces. What was she doing in 6 divorces? Like in 6 different marriages. She's in business.
Serious business.
It's not a I will still I will
I
still
told you
say
that
that
it's
not a
skyrocketed now.
business.
If it's skyrocketed, people were not getting divorced. They were not really getting divorced as randomly and as madly as they are these days. Marriages barely make it out of the first year.
Hey, as a matter of fact, you that is saying it is now. How many? Let me use our tribe now. Our Igbo tribe
No
now.
wahala.
How many Igbo women has divorced here in this Igbo land?
I don't really.
I mean,
Let me say.
it is-
No, not that it does
It is
not happen.
wait.
It actually
No,
happens.
it is very very low.
It happens.
It is
but-
It is very. Do you know why? Do you know why it is very very low? Because you know that if you are divorced, you're not going. If you're not going with anything. As a matter of fact, your family will even have to return the bride price that I paid.
Yes.
Yes, that is why you see if somebody is divorcing, you will know that this person is really, really divorcing because this marriage is
They
like
don't work.
is no longer
A
working.
woman would have
like
a man
it
that
is-
provides everything,
it
has
is
money,
not
has
clear.
everything, and then she'd be like, I don't feel a connection.
What?
That is the reason for divorce, not infidelity,
Eh?
not domestic abuse. No, these are key reasons. These are
Okay.
reasons you should divorce.
Okay.
If you are divorcing, you're telling me infidelity. It was
Okay.
that you domestic violence or abuse. Yes,
Yeah.
divorce. But which one is I don't feel a connection? He's focusing more on his work than me.
And that was
See,
why,
listen,
and that is,
listen,
and that is.
listen,
Let me
listen,
let me tell you
It's
something. Let me
laugh.
now let me tell you. I will have to prove it.
him.
No, I
It's
will have
flimsy.
to. I will have to prove it to you again that
she goes
women
with
are in
50%,
business.
and she goes
Now
with
look at
50%,
this.
when she
Look at
goes
this
there.
our Nigerian footballer. Calm down. Look
now
at this
they
our
give me
Nigerian
talk.
footballer. What is that his name? Victor Boniface.
Oh.
You know, he had a girlfriend now. Now, definitely they are in love now. The guy is rich. Now, do you know why they are not married?
Why?
Because the girl is insisting that they will sign prenup before marriage. And what it means that if they marry, once they divorce, they will divide the property into 50-50. The girl refused. The girl insisted that they must sign it. The guy said, no, I'm not signing it. And the girl said, no, they marry again. Why? Because there is no love there.
Well,
If there is love there, they shouldn't even be discussing
so
about
let's
that.
say for his own issue now, we say okay, probably
There are many of
Now
them.
listen, you gave us an instance now,
But putting
right?
up came up after women started taking away men's
I would say,
money
let's
and
say
from
for
the-
Victor's situation now, the woman has her own.
There are many of them. I just gave you a
But then
popular
you
one.
said something.
Should I call the next
See,
of
why did
Should
billionaire?
we begin to call
I cannot remember.
In fact,
again
even
now.
I think the richest woman
The
then
top 10
Okay.
richest
They-
women in the world, we are made
they
their money
became
from
rich
divorces.
from.
Don't say that.
This is not
This
fair.
is-
Go online and
you're
look
just
at
Say
them.
don't say top
Who is the richest
women.
woman in the world?
Who is the richest woman in the world?
I don't know.
How did
Then
she
I can
become?
say for a fact that
Who is the richest woman
I
in
can
the
say for a
world?
Let me
fact
tell
that
you.
because you said something about top richest women now.
Top
maybe
10
I-
richest women in
Divorce.
the world.
I
We are-
might not really
no,
know
we are
that
telling
they-
you
Okay,
Like,
should I
based
call
on.
their name? Should I call their
Okay.
name?
We are telling you based on
Bill
things
Gates-
that we are
Bill Gates-
sure.
You know Bill Gates'
Yes,
wife,
I know.
the one he divorced. She's among the richest in the
Well-
world. You know, no. Let us be realistic.
Okay.
The owner of Amazon. You know him.
Uh-huh.
Yes. His wife. Richest. They are the top 2 or the top 3. Yes.
And they don't have money before they divorce. Immediately they divorce. Immediately they divided the property 50-50. Boom!
So when I tell you, when I tell you
Exactly.
that, when I tell you women are in business and men are in love,
No.
I am not lying. But let
Well-
us not digress. We are digressing here.
Well,
Let us
no
stick.
problem. No problem.
We're
No
digressing.
problem.
Let's stick to feminism.
No problem. So, Tisa, do you have any other thing to ask our
So
guest
now,
today?
when I now question now to answer the issue
Okay.
now, why men, the perception we have when the word feminism is now associated with a lot of negative traits. So once you call it, the first thing the man thinks about, this woman won't kill me. It's the first thing that comes to our mind. You meet a lady and you're conversing with her, and then she tells you she's a feminist. Your heart go first miss beat now. You go first keep. You try to maintain your composure. That is what happens. Because so many negative things are attached to the word. These days, like I said, I praise the feminists
The
of old,
real
the
people.
ones that did
Yeah.
it, that actually have the liberties you're enjoying now because of them. They raise the awareness. Women then, we kidding, we pass laws to your benefit. If not, we will still be owning people like cattle. We moved with civilization, yes. Women, we are properties. Yeah, it seems far-fetched now when you talk about the fact that women were property, but there was a time it was that was no.
Oh.
You dare not speak. We are basically bought and sold at will.